The other really big name attached to one of the local teams, of course, is Levon Bell. And speaking of celebrity football players and Twitter, he took to Twitter yesterday and said, I'm really torn right now, and then put some emojis out there. So the teams that are involved that most people were talking about were, of course, the Jets, because that's been a thing now for months. But also the Chicago Bears apparently emerged as a candidate for Levon Bell yesterday. Now, I don't know how far either one of these teams is going to go as far as a contract, but once again, I would hope that you're doing all your homework on Levon Bell. And I don't know how any team could put a contract in front of him without seeing him a lot. I'm talking about seeing him on multiple days, meeting with him, talking with him, seeing what type of shape he's in. And I said yesterday that I would go as far as putting him through a workout. Like, listen, man, you didn't play football all last year. I mean, the tape that we have on you now is ancient history. So I'm going to set some cones up outside or in our indoor practice facility, and you're going to run through them.
Yeah, I bet you.
Because my job's on the line.
I would think that if I were a Chris Pace or Mike McCagnon, the general manager in the NFL, I would have one of my scouts down wherever Levon Bell lives and follow him to the gym, assuming he's going to the gym.
With Levon Bell knowing or not knowing? Is this a spy scenario?
Yeah, definitely a spy scenario. I would definitely be following him and watching him and just to see what kind of shape he's in.
Teams do that? They hire spies?
I hope they would.
Well, why can't you just do it all up front? I mean, it's not like a tampering deal. I mean, the guy's a free agent. We know he's not going back to Pittsburgh after the whole tag thing passed. So why can't you just talk to him? Be like, come up here. Let's go. Here's the ticket. We'll have it set up for you. We'll go and run you through some drills.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think he's going to be running through drills. I think people have to do their due diligence, and just like they would do, with the upcoming draft. All the scouts now are out there, and they're trying to gather as much information as they possibly can about all the players that potentially will draft. And they'll look and they'll take it. And, there'll be guys that will be taken off draft boards because of past history and problems and arrests and things of that nature. I would say this is the same situation. Like I would want to make sure that whoever my most trusted scout is, get his ass down wherever Levon Bell is and follow him and just watch what he's doing just to make sure he's in good shape. I would.
Yeah, but why can't you be upfront about it? I mean, the spying thing, I get. Okay, someone's going to present the best version of themselves to you if you bring them in for a meeting.
And I got to believe, Gio, that he is working out with other players somewhere. Like, there's got to be other players that are involved with him somehow, some way at some gym. You know how, like, Mr. Big Chest?
Yes.
You see when he put the whole thing out there about
Big
at
Chest
the gym?
Brown.
Right.
But this is
but he was also at the gym.
I know, and with other players. I know,
Yes.
and he put out all that stuff. But this is my point about Levon Bell is he's been a rumor now for the longest time. You haven't seen him. And in this day and age of look at me, why is he not saying look at me? He put out a tweet. Oh, I'm torn, but let's show me you in the gym. Show me you running around. You got all these millions of dollars available to you in free agency. You haven't shown anybody anything. That's one thing that Antonio Brown did do well in this craziness tour.
Yeah, at least he put himself out there.
Put himself out there showing how dedicated he was still to working hard. I don't know if Levon Bell is that way. I don't. And it's just in a position that Mike McCagnon's in this year.
Right.
Where there's two things that he's going to be judged on. Now, these other, of course, signings are for sure very, very important. But, if he brings in Levon Bell or doesn't bring in Levon Bell and what he does with the third overall pick, I mean, those are the two things that he's going to be judged on. And if he brings in thank you. If he brings in a fat, out of shape, not motivated Levon Bell who said, look, I sat out a season, didn't work out, and still got all this guaranteed money. And that's not going to be a good thing for the Jets.
Do you know what the Odell Beckham Jr. dead cap hit would be against the Giants this year if he is traded or moved?
Really? Let's say that again?
What is the dead cap hit for Odell Beckham Jr.?
It's not that bad, right?
No, the dead cap hit is $35.5 million.
Really? If they traded him? By the way, this is big breaking news for the Jets.
All right.
Right now. Big breaking news. C.J. Mosley is going to sign with the Jets on a 5-year, $85 million deal.
Go spend that cash, baby. Go spend that cash.
$51 million guaranteed.
Nice. That's awesome.
$17 million per year.
That's great.
Took a lot to leave Baltimore, tweets out Ian Rappaport. That is a big signing for the Jets.
That is a huge signing, along with Anthony Barr and Jamison Crowder. And the trade for Osemele. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is four really top end NFL players.
Yeah, I am much more happy for the Jets with this one than Anthony Barr. Quite frankly, Anthony Barr's a little bit underwhelming for me, and I think that he probably got a lot of money.
This guy's a tackling machine.
This guy is a beast coming off a great defense. The Vikings have a pretty good defense.
So now you put him in the middle.
Yep.
You got Anthony Barr on one side, Avery Williamson on the other side.
Yep.
Darren Lee, goodbye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
I mean, those three guys. Well, I mean, they're going to be. With the new Greg Williams defense, we're going to be talking about a different deal, right?
Right,
I mean, how these guys are used. But C.J. Mosley, that is a big-time signing, and he got paid. Oh yeah. Look, I love that. This is why you got to listen to us. Free agency. Could happen at any point. 6:17 in the morning, 6:18 in the morning.
That's amazing. So he got $17 million per. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So there you go.
I wish I was 30 years younger, man. Holy crap.
Every year you get reminded
Nick Foles
of this.
got $88 million. $50 million guaranteed by Jacksonville.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's like one of the nicest guys on earth, that Nick Foles, but I don't know if it's gonna work down there.
They even though they've lost some players here to free agency, they still think that they have a team that's good enough to compete. I don't know, man. That AFC South is not easy anymore now with a healthy Andrew Luck. Mm-hmm. A much improved, I would say, Houston Texan team. I mean, that's a lot of money for a guy. He's going to be under a lot of pressure down there.
And we got to check on that dead cap thing for Odell Beckham Jr. because I think that's if he's released.
If he's released,
I think the trade number, if he's traded, it's different.
Right,
for some reason,
hold on, I'll tell you right now.
For some reason, $6 million sticking in my head, but I'm not sure.
All right, here we go. Well, all right, 2019 post June 1st trade. Post June 1st trade. The dead cap in 2019 is $4 million.
Okay.
The dead cap in 2020 is $12 million, and the dead cap savings in 2019 would be $17 million. Yeah, so there you go.